Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 497, January 2009. Cover price $4.99, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I want to say, hey, please make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below, even if it's just saying, what up? Or, hey, you should do this issue. Whatever it is, I read them all, I enjoy them all, and I reply to many of them. But if you want to support me in another way, aside from hitting subscribe, 413 followers or subscribers right now, and we're on our way to 500, man. If you want to support me in another way, go to patreon.com/flippinthrough. It's down there in the description of the video. And you can support me. You can get a pretty sick set of stickers as well if you do that. Those people who have supported me on Patreon and to whom I owe a great thanks: David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead, Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope I can keep earning your support. So with that, oh no, when I click it, it's going to start again. Hold on. Prepare yourselves. Oh, man. Someday I'm going to catch myself, and I won't have to deal with it. I couldn't help this. I'm a pretty big DC Comics fan, and so when I pulled this out, I just sort of like randomly grab into the box and pull out an issue, and if it tickles my fancy, I gotta check it out. And this is one of them, because I'm a big DC Comics guy. There's this thing going on right now, DC Fandom, and so I was very happy to see a DC Comics character on the screen, and also one of like the greatest portrayals of Joker of all time. What's his face? I forget his name. I don't know. Anyway, this is the issue number 497 with the annual tribute to the year's biggest Oh, golly. Sorry about that, guys. The biggest idiots. It is, of course, the 20 dumbest people, events, and things of the year 2008. Where were you in 2008? 2008 was, wasn't that the start of the Great Recession? Right? Maybe 2007 was. I know I just got out of the military and I was like, great. Gas is like $4.50. This is wonderful. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just get right into it. Oh, hold on. Featuring Sarah Palin, Amy Winehouse, Brett Favre, Miley Cyrus, The Pregnant Man, and more. Who do I remember? I remember Sarah Palin, of course. Amy Winehouse, the 28 Club, member of the 28 Club. Brett Favre, I think he left the Packers in 2008. I don't know. Miley Cyrus, we know her. I have no idea who the Pregnant Man is. I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh, geez. I got to like adjust my lighting because I'm getting glare because of these glossy pages. Of course, we have, starting off, an ad with Burt Reynolds. This is the best video game about being in the movies that I've ever seen. It's a horrible video game. Nobody remembers it because it was garbage. Here we have the departments. Let's see. Can I name any of these artists? No, I can't. Maybe. Oh, no, this is Herman Mejia right here. Or is that possibly that other guy? I'm garbage right now. I'm absolutely trash at the moment. Here we have, holy smokes, look at this. Look at it's old Uncle Joe. Look at that. Hey, I got this snap of Joe Biden at an Obama fundraiser in Piedmont, California. When I asked him to hold the magazine, he hesitated, making sure it wasn't Playboy. He also told me, and I quote, "No boys until you're 30. I'm not sure if he was kidding. Laura Plutz, San Francisco, California. Burning down the Plouts. No boys until you're 30, huh? Too bad he didn't get a chance to offer that sage advice to Sarah Grandma Palin's daughter, Ed. I do think that's an odd thing to say. Right? I don't know. Isn't that why he got the moniker, like, what was that, like, Crazy Uncle Joe? I think that was given, like, by Democrats, because it's like, he's kind of says goofball stuff a lot. Yeah. What is this? Is this a real ad? Wrecking Balm, devastatingly effective tattoo fade system. In home, 9 minutes per week, 2 times faster. No burning. Look at that big old, oh, it's an 8-ball. That's why it's, and then it's gone. It's so easy. Only 9 minutes a week. How much do you think that hurts? They say there's no burning, but I wonder if they're like, it's tingling, not burning. It's a very intense tickling. What is this? Oh yeah, they made the wonderful parody on the Shepard Fairey. Shepard Fairey is graffiti artist turned designer turned multimillionaire contemporary artist who designed the poster for Obama, and so they did a take on it, of course, because it's like one of the most iconic posters in the world. He has a very, very iconic art style. And hopeless. Look at that. I mean, some of these, it's just like, I don't know. You know what would have been cooler is if people really, well, this one's somewhat in the vein of it, right? Like if people actually defaced property with it, but they just hung it up and then took it down, right? But it'd have been cooler if it was like wheat pasted up, permanently. For those of you who play video games, this was one of the funnest video games of all time. You're like this Asian lady who's really good at parkour and kills a bunch of people. It's awesome. Moving on. Oh, look at, and there he is, Shepard Fairey. Our pals at boingboing.net. What the fuck does that even mean? Let's read this. Our pals at boingboing.net let us know that artist Shepard Fairey, creator of the iconic Obama image that we based the cover of MAD 495 on, gave us a big shout out on his website, obeygiant.com. Fairey wrote that the parody of his poster on our cover is something I consider a high point in my career for pop culture recognition. I loved MAD as a kid. I think MAD's satire heightened my understanding of irony and hypocrisy. I'm very excited to be a part of MAD's history. That gives us hope. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's zoom out. Look at this. I got to do something about, what if I do? Is that better? That might be, it's worse light, but it's not, we don't have the glare. So that, I think, is what we're going to go with. The Spirit. I did not see this movie, but I'm assuming it was garbage. Who directed it? It was Rodriguez, wasn't it? One of the Rodriguez guys. Here's the Fundolini pages. Celebrity cause of death betting odds. Long time, one of my favorites. Jessica Alba slit wrists after watching marathon of old movies. Oh, that's pretty brutal. I forgot I can zoom in very nicely. Circulation cut off by costume in next Fantastic Four movie. Oh yeah, there was a sequel to it. Excessive paper cuts after accidentally printing Google image search results for herself. Crushed by shelf overloaded with Nickelodeon Kid Choice Awards 4-1, MTV Movie Awards 8-1, Oscars 1,000,000-1. Oh, ouch! Oh, you pain poor Jessica Alba. Food myths you shouldn't believe. Art by Oh, geez, this is when they were doing that horrible thing. It's the guy who did what is it? I forget his name. Why can't I remember? I think Kevin Pope is a guy, but he did the thing with where it was a take on Goofus and Gallant. He was the artist for that. Practical uses for your gas guzzling SUV. Oh yeah, I think this is when it was gas prices were going up. Where the $750 billion government bailout funds are going. I remember that. That depresses me, and so I'm not going to read that one. All the money they just threw at corporations. Oh, that was so, that was something, wasn't it? Signs that your bank is in big trouble. Withdrawal slips require a 50-word essay on exactly why you want this money. Online banking website says, closed for routine maintenance. Check back in 6 months. There's now a $5 cover charge to enter the ATM's vestibule. I like it. Here we have, oh, right into it. Look at the MAD 20 people, events, and things of 2008. Number 1. Okay, here's what I don't understand. And maybe somebody who works in MAD editorial can explain this to me, because I'm a simpleton. Why do they not count backwards from 20? A la David Letterman, right? The top 10, you start at 10 and you go down to 1. Why do you start at 1 and go up to 20? Come on, right? I don't know. Sarah Palin, drowning in Veep waters. So we got, I don't know who the, oh yeah, Joe the plumber. Joe the plumber was upset about something. And then here's Sarah, and then her daughter who's pregnant, and then I don't know what that is. That's a young man who's been arrested. Oh geez. China's poisoned products. There's something about dairy. Oh, this is like a really sad thing to see. I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know, I'm a parent now, so it's like whenever I see a little baby, that makes me sad. A baby like that. It's almost cliche now that everything you buy these days is made in China. But the new cliche is that everything made in China just might kill you. Even if you avoided 2007's tainted toys, toothpaste, and pet food, you now have to watch out for dairy products, eggs, and even edible sex toys. No joke, spiked with the hazardous chemical melamine. It seems like China still needs to learn one of the basics of economics. Don't kill your customers. Unless, of course, coffins are also made in China, in which case this might just be part of a giant diabolical business plan. That one's more depressing. Jeez Louise. What is it? Yeah, that is horrible. But the problem with this is, with the low light, the quality of the picture goes down. The Massachusetts Teen Pregnancy Pact? Stop it. Was this a real thing? Oh, imagine being a high school boy in Massachusetts. Oh, that'd be a bummer. Let's see what this is. High school is a time when students set serious goals. They save up for their first car, or work to get into their dream college, or make a pact with their friends agreeing that they'll all get pregnant. At least that's what happened in Gloucester, Mass., where 17 girls, many of them younger than 16, all ditched homeroom for the delivery room. It's unclear why they wanted to get stretch marks before they even got their final marks, but at this rate, they'll be achieving a new goal, being the only great-grandmothers at their 10-year reunion. That's nuts. I might have to Google that. That's bizarre. How old are they now? Not how old are they? How old are their babies? 2008? 2018? Their kids are like almost in high school. That's crazy. it is hard for me. I don't want to like spend time on the advertisements, but also I was super into a lot of the stuff that's being advertised in MAD at this time. So it's kind of difficult not to comment on it, or I don't know, just feel some level of nostalgia. The pregnant man. Oh, I think I remember this. This is like okay, so this is a trans man who got pregnant. So it was a little bit of a hoax, right? Like, because it wasn't a man who was pregnant. It was a woman who was transitioning, but who still had all the internals in order to produce a baby. So I remember this one now. Even funnier though was O.J. Simpson sticking up somebody in Florida, I believe, right? O.J. Simpson has had a long and interesting career. He's been a professional football player, a commercial pitchman, even a movie actor. But of course, the thing he's best known for is being a criminal defendant. So, it was only a matter of time before he reprised that role. This time, he was on trial for kidnapping, burglary, and assault with a deadly weapon, all in an attempt to get back some sports memorabilia. Geez, hasn't he ever heard of eBay? Now that he's facing life in prison, OJ is tackling a new role, inmate. Many would say that it's the part he was born to play. Orenthal James Simpson. Maybe it wasn't in Florida. It says Nevada Department of Corrections. So I think that answers that, right? Hillary's camp. Oh, this image is so funny. Like the progression of that. My goodness. Oh, this is where I got it. I remember now. Special giveaway and contest. The MAD poster book. Be one of the first 200 to buy the MAD magazine poster book at chroniclebooks.com/MAD poster book and receive an original 166 finger issue pulled from the newsstands in 1974 with certificate of authenticity signed by editor-in-chief John Ficarra. That's the one I got. I even got the certificate of authenticity. I still have this book too, which is, I don't know, it's a poster book. I think there's a reason they were trying to move them. Celebrity moms and dads, the parent crap. Reverend John Hagee, madman of the cloth. I have no idea who this is. Oh yeah, I should probably read it out loud. Oughtn't I not? Yeah, I ought to. Here, I'll zoom in on this cartoon so you guys can pause it and read if you want. Call us crazy, but we think of clergymen. When we think of clergymen, we think of individuals of outstanding moral caliber who, taking a page from the good book, never speak ill of others. Like we said, call us crazy, but definitely not as crazy as a hate-spewing, anti-Catholic, anti-Semitic, and anti-gay Reverend John Hagee. So deluded is this holy man that he actually thought his endorsement would help John McCain. For a while, McCain was deluded enough to think that too, and by the time he got around to renouncing Hagee's support, his candidacy had already gone to hell. I don't remember any of this. The economic collapse, saved by the bail. The Loan Wars. Oh my goodness. Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe. I mean, I feel like this also spawned, what was that video game? That was a lot like, it was Injustice, where it was just a DC Heroes Mortal Kombat game. And it was awesome. And believe it or not, it's like one of the few times where somebody took an idea from a video game, made it into a comic book, and it was an awesome comic book too. They really knocked it out of the park. I got to say this, Wesley Snipes not paying taxes, I'm for it. I think it's great. You know what, Wesley Snipes? I think, I'm not even being facetious. I wish he would have gotten away with it. I think that would have been wonderful. Not a fan when like corporations do it, but Wesley Snipes, yeah, I'm okay with that. I got something stuck in my teeth. I don't mean to keep like sucking my teeth like that. Amy Winehouse. This past year, everyone's favorite strung-out songstress, Amy Winehouse, took time off from being creative to focus. Instead, hold on, what? Took time off from being creative to focus instead on being destructive. I feel like there's too many commas in there. It clouds, it fudges up the whole reading. And boy, was she prolific. She assaulted a man, attempted to bribe her husband's way out of prison, got caught on camera smoking crack, allegedly, and was filmed singing an offensive ditty about minorities, homosexuals, and the disabled. At least it wasn't rehab for the billionth freaking time. Makes us wonder if her next Full House appearance will be a funeral home. Turns out you were right. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I guess that's all I have to say about that. John McCain's ugly campaign. Texas polygamous sect. Hey now. The Mormon Church renounced polygamy over a century ago, but Warren Jeffs and his cult of misogynist wackos kick it old school. Style each TPS Barbie's wife's hair. Dress each TPS Barbie wife. Here's Pulp Friction. Drew Friedman. That's who I was thinking of. Drew Friedman. Oh. You know what I say, not God bless America. I say God damn America. Why is that? This country didn't care nothing about bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And you know the government lied about creating HIV. And European American culture was historically held black culture to be deficient. What do you know about Europe? Plenty, man. I was just in Paris. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese over there? Called a Royale with cheese. Golly, I'll tell you what, I was thinking about this guy because he famously had said like 9/11 was America's chickens coming home to roost. I remember it because it was like, it made everybody feel very uncomfortable. But I was thinking about that with the war in Afghanistan ending. I don't know why, but it just made me think about that quote from him. And maybe I really hope we don't have more chickens coming home to roost. Brett Favre unretires. Oh yeah, he unretired and he came to Minnesota. That's right. I forgot about that. He went to a bunch of teams though, but he played in Minnesota for some period of time. My goodness. The Jesse Jackson Nutcracker. See, this is why, I mean, like, as you go along, they just aren't as good. I mean, this one was good. And I really like this fake comic book cover. Caught in the heart of a ludicrous deception and used by some hucksters gone wild, a run-of-the-mill gorilla suit finds itself stuffed with animal guts, frozen in ice, and supposedly transformed into Bigfoot. Exposed as a fraud and completely discredited in the eyes of the public, the allegedly 7'7", 550-pound Sasquatch is now simply known as the Incredible Hoax. Yeah, it was on the news. It was everywhere. But it was just a fake suit and guts. Like, I don't even understand how, searching for Bigfoot.com, I don't understand how people bought into that. And I buy into that stuff, all right? But is a gorilla. It wasn't even real fur, I don't think. It was like fake manufactured fur. Yeah, geez Louise. Some people, though. Celebrity sex scandals. Kwame Kilpatrick. Who is Kwame Kilpatrick? Oh, he's a Detroit mayor. In the Hall of Fame. The map, oh, look at, okay, so that was number 20. See, this is the problem, is that as you read it, it peters out. If Matt ever brings us back, please start at 20 and count down, as is tradition, okay? It should get more funny and more exciting as you go. Since we initiated our annual accounting of the 20 dumbest people, events, and things in 1998, one individual has risen below all others. So firmly, he has established and entrenched himself as a complete and total idiot that he has set a new standard for excellence in stupidity. Whether invading Iraq, not responding to Hurricane Katrina, or choking on a pretzel, Matt could always count on this person to get it wrong. He was 20 dumbest pick a record 11 times, including an unprecedented streak of 5, 2002 to 2007, and for 3 consecutive years, 2004 to 2006, he was directly responsible for the number 1 dumbest thing, Abu Ghraib, Katrina non-response, and the quagmire in Iraq. It is fitting, then, that we say, heck of a job, and declare mission accomplished as we honor the 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush, by making him the first inductee of the MAD 20 Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I do like this. Look at he's in shape in this. Not down there, though. He has a little bit of a paunch. Signs that you'll grow up. Oh, my gosh. I spent so much time on that, I got like no time left. Signs that you'll grow up to be a degenerate gambler. You plead with your parents to buy you a puppy, but only if it's a greyhound. You're barely 9 and you've already invented a loaded dice version of Trouble. A 5! How do I do it? Wonder if you could do that. A mad look at hard times. There's a lovely spy versus spy. It's a good brand name and a bad brand name. Oh, yeah, we can go into this. Soft and dry. Good name for women's antiperspirant. Bad name for erectile dysfunction medication. Vicks, a good name for cough drops and menthol rub. A bad name for dog care products. That's very good. I like that. Green Giant, good name for frozen vegetables. Bad name for a suppository. Piggly Wiggly, good name for a supermarket. Bad name for a strip club. Garden Weasel, good name for a gardening tool. Bad name for hot dogs. That one's kind of dumb. Popeye, good name for spinach. Bad name for contact lenses. Gosh, who wrote this? There's no name. This is Paul Coker Jr. doing the artwork, but oh wait, it's right there. Jeff Cruz. Very good job, Jeff Cruz. I like this. Dungeons and Dragons. Bunch of nerd stuff. And finally, the back cover, which is an ad. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for watching this flip through of issue number 497. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a request for any issues in the future, this is my 400 issue. Next week will be an issue in the 500s, then back down to the 0 to 1s, and then the 100, 200, 3, etc. So if you have one, just let me know. But thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.